Well, here we are. A film I have put off reviewing due to needing to give it a lot of thought. You see, Mission Impossible Fallout, the sixth film in the franchise, has received an overwhelmingly positive response akin to that of Mad Max Fury Road. And while this is well made and has great characters, the thing that defines a great movie for me is how it makes me feel. And aside from the occasional realization that the crazy stunts is actually Tom Cruise himself doing it, my emotions stayed at a very critical, normal level. So I have spent a lot of time thinking over this, hence the delay in any uploads. Mission Impossible Fallout is directed by Christopher McQuarrie and stars Tom Cruise and the old guard, including Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, and Rebecca Ferguson, and also includes the disappointing mustache of Henry Cavill that caused such meme gold in Justice League. Now, the mission this time is simply trying to regain 3 plutonium cores to prevent them being used to create mini nukes, with the big alias villain called Lark ever trying to ensure the mass genocide happens. Now, as usual, I will begin with the big positives of the film, with the relationships between the core cast being outstanding. Cruise, Pegg, and Rhames have a great level of chemistry, and the romantic tension between Cruise and Ferguson is probably one of the best romances I have ever seen in an action movie. The pure feeling of unity between these four is the glue that holds the franchise together. The action set pieces speak for themselves. They are slick with high tension, no shake cam, well edited, and occasionally deceiving, and just out and out clever bits of filmmaking. There is very little wrong I can see in how well this film has been made, and honestly, I can see why it has gotten such overwhelming praise. Hell, let's be honest, Tom Cruise's stunts are the craziest they have ever been in this movie. It's a wonder that he has never gotten seriously injured apart from a few broken bones. Just knowing these are practical stunts really adds to the drama, though weirdly enough, my favourite stunt was on the cliff face, giving a throwback to that infamous Mission Impossible 2 scene. But it's not all stunts, because honestly this is easily Cruise's best performance in a long time. When I think back to standout Tom Cruise performances, I think Collateral or Tropic Thunder. Mission Impossible, he has always been the star, but seeing him mature through each installment has been joyous to witness. His facial acting is perfect for those emotional scenes, and in an action film, throwing drama in there, dialogue becomes secondary to physical acting, and he absolutely nails it. Ferguson is great at displaying her conflicting emotions throughout this film, and the scenes she shares with Hunt are really heartfelt. Pegg and Rhames are both really good, with neither pushing the bar up, but with the characters being so well established, there is little need to do that. As for Henry Cavill, he is really enjoyable as an arrogant spy, though again I expected more from his mustache. Also, Michelle Monaghan makes a return as Julia, and for her small role, she does great, and it's definitely given us the closure needed between these two characters. At a surface value, this is by all accounts a brilliant film. So why didn't I leave the theatre feeling mind blown or wowed or stunned like I did for films like Ready Player One, A Quiet Place, and Infinity War? Predictability and false advertisement are probably to blame, and honestly the internet has definitely affected my outlook here. I try to stay impartial, but some big moments that people are raving about do not shock or surprise me at all. As with any Mission Impossible film, there are many twists, turns, double crosses, and fake outs that happen. Trying to keep it spoiler free, the biggest oh my god moment is foreseeable a mile away. In fact, people knew it from the get-go, yet it's played like a big reveal. I would have much preferred a twist along the lines of the trailers, where it looked like Hunt is going to snap and go rogue. This is heavily bigged up in the marketing, but anything that hints at that potential outcome is over within the first 5 minutes, and it does feel like the marketing hyped it up a little too much. Yes, I know I'm being very nitpicky in a film that is very hard to nitpick, but considering it's riding on one of its classic twists, and they try to hint that Ethan is secretly the villain in this, despite the audience never ever being half made to believe that, this film is just a fun ride with a lot of good character connections. Yes, this film is really good, but some predictable elements and a lack of wow feeling don't quite make this the best film of the year for me, despite what I've heard. Anyway, overall, this film deserves the hype, And while I won't rave about it, singing it in the streets, I appreciate how well made, well told, and well directed this film is. And if the big plot points were a little less predictable, and I actually felt they might fail at some points, I might have gotten that amazed feeling. But with all that being said, Mission Impossible Fallout is a good cup of tea. So, Mission Impossible Fallout, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and hit that round subscribe button for more reviews coming all the time. I expect to have a review of Meg coming out very soon, and some late reviews of Hotel Transylvania 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And this is a Spike Here Podcast.